All right, ladies and gentlemen, holy smokes. Guess who's with us today? Say hello, my wonderful dear producer. There she is, guys. Mel's right there for you. The closest thing we can get her to be on camera. So she is here in the house, graced us with her presence. So we're going to definitely throw some jabs at her and be ridiculous with her today. Because, just me by myself, I don't know if that's ridiculous enough. We also got our good friend, Magic Mike McLaughlin from Total Home Lending coming in today. Yes, I said Total Home Lending because Academy Mortgage is no longer his place of business. And Total Home Lending's got the big deal, the good deal, and all the good stuff. So today's show, guys, is going to be about what a good buyer looks like. Because I'll tell you where this came from. I've had several listings in the last few weeks that just had goofy buyerism come, like just some different goofy stuff with buyers. So I want to, because a lot of folks are thinking about selling because it's a seller's market. So I wanted to come up with some different things that people don't think about because you're not in the industry. And I'll break it down for you, I promise. I'll make it seem like it makes a lot more sense than just beating around the bush right now. All right. Now, as always, we want to know where you're tuning in from. So in the chat, put where you're tuning in from. Are you at Dogbone Heights? Are you in Romulus? Are you in Monroe, like our good friends, the Wilkowitzes? Onstead, Michigan, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you tuning in from? So put that in the chat for us, please. We would love to hear where you're coming in from. Mel, where are you coming in from?
Garden City.
Garden City. Mike McLaughlin is coming in from the good Wood Haven, the haven of the woods. I'm telling you right. Yeah, Kathy Wilkowitz. I had a nice long conversation with her today. Purple Man's coming from Michigan. Where in Michigan? Come on now. Where in Michigan? Dogbone Heights. Chris Wojcicki Bergeron. Yeah, I haven't heard that in a while. Oh, yeah. Kathy is driving back to Monroe. I like it. Hey, Shelly Gambino's in the house. Where are you tuning in from, Shell? Tell us where you're tuning in from. Lincoln Park. Now we're talking LP, baby. LP. We are coming at you live from the Chris Bergeron studio. And let's see. Let's give a little quick update. The 75 hard update. So Scott, Dearborn Heights, hey, Shell, my own hometown. Very nice. So 75 hard. Those of you know that I'm on this program now. It's called 75 Hard. It's about 5 or 6 things. It's 2 workouts a day, 45 minutes a piece. One has to be outside. You got to do it. Take a progress picture every day. You got to read 10 pages of a book. Stay on a diet, no cheat meal, no alcohol, and a gallon of water. That all sounds real nice and easy. It is hard as hell. The simple things are hard. Okay, things happen throughout my day where I've done the first workout at 3 or 4 in the afternoon, the second one at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so it's not that easy, but it's simple. Okay, I'm down 20 pounds and it's been 30 days. They stay 31, so it's definitely working. I feel better, got a lot more energy. So this show is going to get crazier because I got lots of energy. So Mel, I'll tell you, when Bergeron's got the juice, it gets ridiculous. Isn't that right, Mel?
Yeah,
absolutely, absolutely.
Very proud of you, Scott.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It just feels good. Well, it feels good because I can be me again. And I can be a little sloppy and like that all the time. That's ridiculous. So that's that. All right, let's go with our first guest. I shouldn't even say guest. I should say co-host almost. This gentleman's a staple. Steve Kreitz in the house. My good friend, how are you?
Hey, Steve.
We've got our good friend, Magic Mike, the mortgage man from Total Home Lending. Michael, I tell you what I want to talk about today, and it's just from experience. FHA buyers they're not getting consideration. They're just getting kicked in the ass. Anytime I get an FHA, it goes to the bottom of my pile. So my question to you is, what do you got to do to get people from FHA to conventional, or what can happen? How can that work?
Yeah, it's really unavoidable. Like you're saying, Scott, it's such a competitive market out there. More than ever, FHA buyers are being put to the bottom of the pile just because they're FHA, and the expectation that they have more ways that maybe their loan could fall apart. That's really what it comes down to, is that that the seller has 10 offers, 4 of them are conventional, 1 of them is VA, 5 of them are FHA, and those 4 conventionals are going to be put on the top of the pile unless somebody's there to make a real strong case for them. And sometimes, that listing agent or the seller themselves, they just don't want to hear the case being made for them.
Yeah.
So what it comes down to is, if you're currently an FHA approved buyer, we should be working, and this is what I do with my buyers, to go out there, get in the market, sure, do the best you can. Let Scott work his magic and pry those seller hands away from those houses for you. But we should also, in conjunction and parallel to you shopping, we got to get you better positioned to be a conventional buyer.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's got to be conventional. It can't. And I feel bad for veterans because they protect our country and that's a benefit for them, but that keeps getting kicked down there too. Yeah,
VA, FHA. Heck, I would even think that they put the VA below the FHA, just because they don't have the comfort feeling with VA transactions, considering they're such a small percentage of all the transactions out there. So they're afraid of those buyers as well. Yeah. So what we need to do to get somebody from FHA to conventional, some of the little tricks that we're going to do and that we do, and also some little tips. Like, for instance, you might have a parent who just goes on there as a non-occupying co-borrower. So they lend their credit, lend their asset income to the transaction, go on the hook, and maybe a 670 FICO borrower with their 750 FICO parent. We put them together, maybe we can push them up into conventional, because now that parent is also obligated and on the hook. So there's some power there. So that's just a little trick that you might be able to try to go from FHA to conventional. Now, the old-fashioned way, this is what we're going to do with all of the rest of the FHA approved buyers, is we're going to have you pay down your credit card balances. We're going to want you to get to below. So if you're a JCPenney card, maybe I should pick. Yeah, there's still JCPenney's out there. If Scott's JCPenney card has $1,000 limit and he's got $700 on it, I'm going to say, Scott, pay that balance down to less than $300. That's 30% of the credit limit, and that's what's going to be considered optimal by the credit bureaus as far as what we call credit utilization. So get that credit utilization down below 30% on all of your revolving debt, all your credit cards. That's what revolving debt is. And
Michael, but you don't want to pay it down completely, right?
No, you never. Well, it's okay to pay off your credit card, but if you're in the market and you're trying to get mortgage ready, leave a small balance on it, like say $10 every month, and you're only going to pay interest on that $10. So that's just going to be a couple pennies, and that technically is seen through the credit bureaus as maybe get you a little bit higher of a credit score to carry a small balance over. Now, if your credit's tremendous already, don't think you have to leave $10 on there. That's fine to pay them off. But if we're trying to build, that's one of the tricks in building, to leave a small balance on there.
I got. So, Mike, let me kind of recap a little bit. So you're talking about two things: a person that's not living there, co-borrower. That's one, right? Maybe a parent, maybe somebody else, and then two is paying down things.
Yeah, and then also we just do an analysis of how much your debt ratios, basically how much you make compared to how much you're putting out every month. And sometimes, depending upon where your debt ratios are, you might be stuck in FHA. So another thing is to make sure that your debt ratios are in a position that is conducive to being approved for a conventional loan.
Yeah, I got you. What about, Michael, tell them a little bit about rapid rescores, how that works.
Yeah, that's the same. It's along the same lines, but a lot of times we use we use the rescore to get you in line for down payment assistance, since they have a minimum credit score requirement of 640. You come to me today, you have a score of 638. Some company might say, sorry, you're not a 640. But what we can do is we can have you pay down that Scott's JCPenney card, or
Dang
whatever
it.
credit.
He's kicking my ass.
JCPenney is all over you, Scott. But
Mel,
no,
hang on. Mel, do you have a JCPenney's card or did you?
No.
Come
No,
on.
I have Victoria's Secret.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do.
have you ever been into Victoria's Secret? There's not many secrets going on in that place.
Hey, listen, I got to keep it clean, man. Keep it clean, kid show. All right, Michael. So listen, you know that in this business that we're in, you and I, you are my business partner, basically, if not in name, but in deed, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, if you need if you have any questions about mortgages or you need anything mortgage related, Mike McLaughlin is the man. I send people to Mike sometimes just to ask questions because he knows so much and he's not going to give you the BS. I have so many mortgage guys that I listen to him talk. I'm going, well, that's canned response. Well, you practice that one a whole bunch of times. Michael doesn't do that. He shoots from the hip. He tells you exactly what the real deal is. And my favorite thing, Mike, about what you do is you look ahead and go, okay, here's the things that we're going to have problems with. Let's solve them now and just make this smoother.
Yeah, I mean, if you have enough experience in this industry, you can see the challenges ahead.
Yep.
You don't have to just stop at what we're talking about now. You can look at, okay, when's your lease up? Can you get out of that lease even? So there's you should check to see. Call the landlord. All they can tell you is no. Or they can tell you what the penalty is. So yeah, there's a lot of things that you can do proactively. A lot of things that you can address up front. That just makes the entire process that much easier.
I got you. All right, guys. Well, listen, we're going to let Mike go back to cranking it out because I guarantee he's got screens going. He's got like 4 screens in front of him, guaranteed. It's everywhere. It's like that movie, The Minority Report. He's putting buttons and stuff like that everywhere. All right, Michael, well, listen.
I just received word that you're about to break the law and with your JCPenney credit card. I'm not sure what law you're going to break.
You know I'm about to break the law all the time, but you know that's going to happen. So, all right, brother. Well, I will see you later. I'll be skinnier next time you see me, all right?
All right, good job. I'm proud of you, Scott.
All right, brother. I'll talk to you later. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike McLaughlin's the best, isn't he, Mel? He's the best.
Yep.
He makes it happen. He just makes it clean and easy, and he's not full of shit like a lot of these people are. And again, I know it's a kid's show, but I'm throwing the shit out there like that, all right? All right, so let's talk about this. JCPenney's
losing 20 pounds and getting sassy.
You're damn right I am. That's happening all day, girl, all day. So tell me in the chat, guys, did you ever have a JCPenney? He wasn't having dinner, Steve. I couldn't go where he wasn't going. So if you had a JCPenney's card, put that in the chat. Put yep or nope in the chat for us. If you had a JCPenney's card, put that in the chat. Because I don't even know if that company exists anymore, does it?
They're supposed to be buying Kohl's. I just read it online.
Kathy threw the swear jar and it broke. It broke. That's how bad it is around here today. Oh, yeah. Purple Man says no. Michelle says nope. Kathy says yep. Come on, JCPenney. Steve Kreitz, you probably did yep. Back in the day. Shelly Gambino says back in the day. Yes, she does. That Joe Wojcicki says yes, JC. That's awesome. I get a kick out of so many ridiculous things. You know what I mean? All right, guys. So let's talk about the deep dive. And this is where I wanted to take it today. And it comes from a place of just driving me crazy. But you know what? I forgot one thing. I apologize. I got one thing I forgot. So I know that folks are always asking me for different things. Mel, like, hey, do you have this kind of guy, that kind of guy? And I have a great painter, except he wasn't available for me to refer out till this week. Okay. And that is Chris Wales from Wales Painting, guys. And I've referred him out twice already to different people, clients that I have and people that I know. He's already handled 2 people in this past week. So if you have any kind of drywall anything's going on or any kind of painting you want done, Chris Wales from Wales Painting is the best. He painted my office for me. He's painted my last home before I sold. And just an absolute class act, does it the right way. So Chris Wales Painting, if you need painting done, you call me and I'll get you connected with Chris. So he's definitely
I might need him, actually.
Huh?
I might need him, actually.
Absolutely. He's affordable. He does I think he does plaster. I'm not sure off the top of my head, but I think he does. But I know he's a drywall wizard because this office looked horrendous and he hooked it up and it looked beautiful. So he's money in the power right there. Chris Wales Painting. It's a little commercial for Chris today. So let's get out of that. All right. Now, so the deep dive for today is what's a good buyer look like? Lessons from the market. And guys, I got to tell you, unless you're in this every day, you don't know what a buyer looks like. You don't know what a good buyer looks like. You just don't, do you, Mel? Oh, Mel's doing the dishes or something. She's doing something else right now.
Me?
Yeah, I asked you. Do you think
Oh,
people?
I'm sorry.
Do you think normal people know what a good buyer looks like?
Um, uh, Conventional.
Yeah, I mean you could say that, but here's what happens. Here's the way it goes, Mel. Let me put it to you like this, okay? And I made 4 points about this. My first one is, are they pre-approved? I want to make sure all buyers are pre-approved. That's what people tell me. Every buyer that goes with an agent, for the most part, and does drywall. Joe Wojcinski, yes, he does. He does drywall. Chris Wales. So every buyer that an agent takes out, unless the agent's a complete idiot, is pre-approved by somebody. Okay? Now that could mean something as simple as he went on Rocket Mortgage's website, punched a bunch of numbers, and he got pre-approved that way. Okay, so he definitely everybody's pre-approved, guys. It doesn't mean anything. Okay, it does not mean anything to be pre-approved. Okay, because it doesn't, and they even use tricky words like they're either pre-qualified or pre-approved, right? Like who does that? One of the veteran ones does that. Doggone it, just escaped me. There's one that does pre-qualified. It's different, right? No, that doesn't matter. It doesn't. They're all going to be pre-qualified. So don't even think that that's a thing. Right? It isn't. Every buyer that goes in a house pretty much is pre-qualified. If they didn't, the agent is a complete idiot. So that's number one. Okay. Number two is the one that's going to strike people as crazy. And Chris Bergeron, it's going to strike you as a little crazy too. You got to beware of the cash buyer. You have to. And let me tell you why, guys. Here's why. So a cash buyer comes in. First of all, they always think that they're going to come in lower than everybody else. That's the first thing. Okay. They always, like, if the offers are up at 300,000, they're going to come at 265 and go, well, we're cash. We don't care. We'll wait 30 days for some money, for more money. Yeah. So cash buyers, in my experience, you have to vet them like crazy. Don't you, Mel? Mel. I keep losing her. That's funny. So you do. You have to vet cash buyers. You do. So, and what that means is this: cash buyers, you got to see proof of funds. That's the first thing, and it can't be some picture of a bank account that they took a screenshot of or something. You got to see a real thing. Good buyer wears expensive shoes. That's a good one. That's a good one. Where's that at? Hang on a sec. Joe Wojcinski says a good buyer wears good expensive shoes. I would not be a good buyer because my shoes are not that expensive. But no, so cash buyers are infamous for a couple of things. They come in and they go, well, we don't even want an inspection or anything. I'll give you an example from a recent property I had. We don't want an inspection or anything. And I was leery about this guy. And he came in and looked at it. He goes, I just want to show the house to my cousin and my uncle. And it did show the house twice to him. And all of a sudden he backed out. But you know what, though? Scott Bergeron doesn't play that game. If you're a cash buyer and you didn't do any inspection, we're definitely taking your freaking money. We're taking your deposit money. That happened. My seller got, not only did she close that this past week, but they did. She got his deposit money too. So cash buyers are, think of it this way: they don't have any skin in the game, right? They're not paying for an inspection. They're not paying for an appraisal. Somebody who goes through a mortgage is paying for those two things. So they're, $800, $1,000 in before they even start. So cash buyer most times isn't doing that stuff. So just beware of the cash buyer. That's number two. Okay. Number one was everybody's pre-approved, right? Everybody. Let's go back to number one real quick. Everybody's pre-approved by somebody. He's got to figure out who. Companies I can't stand when they're pre-approved by, I tell you a couple. Okay, the big ones. Wells Fargo, yeah. What the heck said? The one that does a lot of stuff, the veterans one doesn't. They don't do a good job of pre-approving either. But Rocket Mortgage, a lot of times, their pre-approvals aren't worth a lot. It depends. They got some good. They have some good mortgage people every once in a while, but theirs aren't. Half those aren't worth a crap either. So those two. All right, now the question. Yeah, Navy Federal Credit Union. Yeah. Number three, guys. Who's the agent? Okay, I'll give you an example from one I had in Dearborn not too long ago. All right, who's the agent? First agent comes in, we're going to give you this, and then do everything and all the bells and whistles and all that great stuff. We got to the inspection. They wanted a bunch of money, or they didn't want the house, so we got rid of them. Second buyer agent comes in. My friend is a well-known guy in the area too, and I know him infamously, I should say. Comes in and goes, yeah, I'll do that. I'll get it closed, my friend. I'll get it closed. Gets to the inspection, comes back and goes, yeah, no, he wants this much off, my friend, this much off. Okay. Third agent comes, agent I know very well. says, Scott, here's the price. We'll get it closed. And did. Okay. It's got to be a seasoned agent. There are so many agents, guys, in this market right now. And tell people, tell your friends, tell family members. There's so many agents in this market that jumped in the last 2 years that got in that all they know how to do is write way above list price offers with a ridiculous appraisal guarantee and give them full occupancy. They don't know how to manage anything during the transaction at all. It's ridiculous to me. I bet you every other deal I deal with an agent's been in 2 years or less. Okay. When you're wet behind the ears, there's lots of stuff you don't know, especially in Dogbone Heights. They don't know about flood insurance. They don't know about surveying to get out of flood insurance. They don't know about tons about different city requirements and stuff. Tons and tons and tons and tons of things that new agents don't know. I'm not bad mouthing. I'm just saying they just don't know. Right. So things you got to know. One, everybody's pre-approved. We know that. Right. Who are they pre-approved by? Okay. Number two, beware the cash buyer because they always are full of crap. Okay. Almost always. Very rarely are they not. And then who's the agent? That's what we got so far. The last one, it's like a dance step. Okay. It's like a dance step to me. And I'm going to phrase it this way. Hang on 1 second here. Call it the inspection take back. The inspection take back. It's somebody who comes in with just a ridiculous number or a really high number. They're the highest one that you get. And then they come back and they go, well, the roof is 10 years old. We want 10 grand off. Or the appliances are old. We want $3,000. Stuff that that matters, but doesn't matter in this market. Okay. I always tell buyers the big thing you walk away from is bad foundation. Because even if you fix it, you don't really fix it. It sucks. Okay. If there's a bad foundation, you just walk away from the place. I know you know a really good real estate agent. I know you do. I think his name starts with a D. Is it Don Lawrence? I'm just kidding. Oh, yeah. So, guys, let me recap this for you. Number one, everybody's pre-approved. Saying, I want to make sure everybody's pre-approved. Doesn't matter. Okay, doesn't matter. Who are they pre-approved by? Okay?
Sorry, I'm back.
That's okay. We're talking about the 4 things you got to watch out for. What's a good buyer look like? One was everybody's pre-approved.
Mm-hmm.
2 is beware the cash buyer because you just never know with them. 3, who's the agent? Are they going to get it done? And then 4, the fancy dance called the inspection take back. I'll give you this big number. Then when inspection comes along, I'll take it back from you. So that's the one. Always a day late. Yeah, there's Tracy. Tracy, your girl, she's doing okay. She's definitely thankful for you, aren't you, Mel?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the gate looks great. The fence.
Yeah. Folks, if you don't know, Tracy, my friend Tracy Schultz is a contractor extraordinaire. So if you ever need anything around the house, he's the man. He took care of Mel. He takes care of lots of people that I know. I mean, he's the man. So Tracy, we always appreciate you too, sir.
Yeah, I'll post it in the group.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. So, guys, I want to talk about something else. I want to make a switch before we go to what realtors see. So with the weather we've been having, Mel, we have the 80-degree Saturday, right? We have the 40-degree Monday. We have the rain. We have the snow. We have all this craziness. What do you think we're going to have this weekend? Are we going to have fireplaces going? Are we going to have flowers out? Are we going to be in the pool? What are we going to do? In the chat, put which one of those 3 things is going to happen this weekend. Are we having the flower weather? Are we having the pool weather? Are we having the fireplace weather? Which one? Put it in the chat, please, of those 3. Fireplace, flowers, or pool. Which kind of weather are we having this weekend? Shelly Gambino says flowers. What else? Who else?
The way the weather's going, I wouldn't be doing flowers until, I don't know, June.
Kathy Cordy says bonfire. Melissa Johnson says flowers. Look at Melissa and Shelly. They're probably in cahoots together, They're probably in cahoots together on this. Again, what kind of weather are you thinking? Oh, there's Steve Kreitz. There he is. Could be 4 foot of snow. Natalie, did you see this? Hang on 1 second, folks. Chris Wales' wife just jumped on. Did a little plug for Wales Painting. So we're trying to get that guy as busy as possible, all right? So let's see. We got flowers, fireplace, too early for fire pit, too early for all these flower people. That's too early for flowers. I'm just talking about what kind of weather. That's all. You're very welcome, dear. He does great work. So Chris does great work, and I'm proud of him. So all right. So it looks like to me, flower weather is what we're talking about. Okay, flower weather is what we're talking about. I hope it is Michigan, whether or not it's Michigan. That's true. That is Michigan weather is crazy. All right. So without further ado, guys, the part y'all come for, what realtors see. Now, I've got some very interesting contestants today. 60 degrees, Chris Bergeron says. I got 3 very interesting contestants today. Now, each one, you got to caption it. I'm going to say very little about each one, but you got to caption it. The only time I'm going to say something is if I have to explain what the picture is. Yeah, campfire weather. That's true. Melissa, I agree with you. That's campfire weather. I agree with that. All right. So, contestant number 1. Let me get that up on the screen here for us. Let's see. This one I saw 2 days ago, and you have to look at it for a second. I'm not going to really tell much, but you have to look at it for a second. Okay. Contestant number 1. Let's see. The best caption gets a scratch off gift card, instant turn. Each best caption. So there it is. See if I can make it bigger. So that was what I saw in a house 2 days ago. I saw that right there.
Naughty.
I saw that right there. If you don't know what that is, that's a circle light for some kind of video or podcast or something. Okay. So put your best caption in the chat. It's not a CPAP. Nope. No, that's not a CPAP. That's a light. I know. Give me your best captions. Okay, give me your best captions. So Kenny says Kim Kardashian has nothing on me. There's one.
Yeah.
Someone has an OnlyFans, Shelly says.
No, it's called Kim Kardashian Part 2.
That's right. Shelly says someone has OnlyFans. Kathy Cordy says Kim Kardashian has nothing on me. Okay. Facebook user, tell me who you are. Bedside by Dr. Gavorkian. Twitter videos. Another pound.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
We had a picture out last week that said the realtor, the photographer took a picture and it went right in the bedroom and said Pound Town on it. He's just like, oh my God. Poor attempt at a halo. I like that. That's cute. Monitor bad husband. Oh, Jim Bird, good to see you, my friend. Another restless night. I know what the Peloton bike guy would say. Oh, Jesus. All right, so you got about 30 seconds left to get yours in. You got 30 seconds. 30 seconds to get your caption in. Get your captioning in. 30 seconds. What do you think for contestant number 1? What is your best captioning? 10 seconds. 9.
And 8, action.
And action. So the winner is Kim Kardashian has nothing on me. I swear to you guys, I saw that. I go, what? I know what that is. I was like, what the heck? Angel side of the devil's bed. That was a good one, man. That was a good one. Kim Kardashian has nothing on me. Kathy Cordy, you get a scratch off worth millions, possibly worth millions. All right, so that's number 1. Number 2. So I saw this. Let me make this bigger. It actually is. See if I'm not going to make it bigger. There we go. I think it's a screen-in porch that somebody turned into a little office. I could barely fit myself and somebody else in there. So I will let you caption away. It was the littlest, bittiest thing I ever saw. And it was cute. So number 2, what realtors see? Best caption. What is your best caption? What is your best caption? The Loner's Hideout. Purple Man, I like that. That's cute. Little ass office. You knew that was coming. You knew
That's fantastic.
the last house is coming. No visitors welcome. I like that's cute too. The Loner's Hideout. What do you think? What's your best caption? What is your best caption for it? I think it was a screen import, like a walkout deck with no railing on it. Big dreams, small office. I like that. That's cool. Big dreams, small office. Monkey in the middle, really? I don't get that one. Steve, you have to explain that one to me.
Is it like is there a back door to it? Like a,
Nope. It was
Oh,
like
and it's
Dearborn has a ton of those. This one's in Livonia. Dearborn had a ton of those.
oh,
Little ass office.
that's great.
Oh man, that's pretty funny. That's funny stuff. So, guys, give you about 30 more seconds with this one. 30 more seconds with this one. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Again, people laugh because I take pictures Southern Comfort. Check out the hat. That's cute. That's cool. I just stop and take pictures. I'm like a photographer, for God's sakes. I take pictures all the time now, Mel.
Yeah.
Hey, Sky, you should take a picture of this. Hey, like, they know me enough to know it's be good for your show. It's just funny. It's funny stuff. Guys, we'll let you get about 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds. Contestant number 2. Contestant number 2. Let me know, Mel. Count it down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I work at home, don't hate. Well, we're going here. Tracy,
Yeah.
little ass office. Listen, we're getting close to big ass water slide season because that's coming. Last one was just interesting, guys. It was interesting to me. It's not peculiar, but it was just interesting to me. So I saw this window. Now that's stained glass. That's not a layered on thing. Yeah, it's not a film. That's stained glass right there. I saw that yesterday, actually, where was I at? Oak Park. Saw that Oak Park. Give us your best caption. Give us your best caption for that one. Now you're going to see all the artistic stuff come out of people. What's your best caption? What is your best caption for what realtors see? What is your best caption? What do you think? See, that's for the last one. Big ass water slide. You knew that was coming. Butterflies are free. I like that. That's nice. Hide that halo bedside video. Oh, yeah. That one, I'm telling you, I saw that to stop my tail. What's that all about? Oh, yeah. What
It
do
has
you
a
think?
privacy screen for the videos.
These aren't cracks. I don't like my neighbors. That's a good one. Bluebirds in the wind. Wow. Bluebirds in the wind. What do you think? We'll give you one more minute, guys. This one's a little tougher because it's not silly or ridiculous. It was just pretty. I was like, wow. And that's real stained glass. Like I said, that's not a film put on or anything like that. That's real stained glass. So I just thought that was pretty. I saw it at Oak Park yesterday. What do you think? What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? I'll give you 30 more seconds. What time is the church service? That was pretty good. What time is the church service? That's pretty. Come to the light. Come to the light, Carol Ann. I like leaves. Don't judge. That's a pretty good one. I like that a lot. That's fun. All right, Mel, count them down. Give them the 10-second countdown as only you can.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. So the winner is. What time is the church service? What time is the church service? That's good stuff. All right, guys. So those are our 3 winners for today. Get out of there. Remember, as always, after the show, I will jump on the after show Talking Real Estate. So we will jump on that, the after show. So make sure you get a check on that. Take a look at that. I thought it was a pretty fun show. We talked about something that was relatively important. It wasn't crazy or it wasn't DIY or anything like that. But in this market, if you know anybody that's looking to sell, You got to ask those questions. You got to know what a good buyer looks like, because a lot of agents don't know what the hell a good buyer looks like even now, because there's so many new ones in the market. So it's just one of those things that is. So I'm Scott.
I'm out.
And we're talking real estate. See ya.
you.
Bye, guys.